But again, we come back to this idea that, loving another person means we don't stop loving ourselves. And as I change how I see myself in the situations that challenge me, I have a more positive, a more functional, a more effective way of dealing with those challenges and those challenging situations. All right, let's look at some of these other slides. Now, again, this is me, but I honestly believe that this is true, certainly for me, and I see how this can be an effective way to navigate relationships. I say that love is a decision. It's not a feeling. Endearment, warmth, affection, tenderness, fondness, delight, joy, those are feelings. Those are emotions, those are feelings. But I choose to look at love as it's a little different. It's not that same kind of feeling, although we can feel warm personal regard for people, we can feel affection, but I think for me it's helpful to look at love as a decision, as a choice. Because number one, that means I'm in charge. Most of my life I was sitting around waiting for somebody else to come along and esteem me or to love me. I was waiting for somebody else to come along and love me so I could feel good about myself. As opposed to making the decision to love myself no matter what. So I choose to look at love as a decision. It's a choice that we make. And like all decisions, like all choices, it's helpful if we do it consciously. And the ability to make that choice or decision always comes back to how I see myself in that situation, how I see myself in that relationship, how I see myself with that other person. So the decision to love myself or another person, that choice, is completely dependent on who I think I am in that situation and in that relationship. And by extension, who I think the other person is. So yes, we have feelings of affection and it feels good to be with people, certain people, and I'm not denying any of that, but for me, it's been helpful to kind of change the equation a little bit and say, love is not a feeling, it's a decision, it's a choice that I have to make. And it's also not something that just happens. We talked about this when we talked about true happiness. Most of us, again, I'll speak for myself. Most of my life, I was spending my days thinking negative thoughts, feeling negative feelings, judging and criticizing myself and other people, feeling unworthy, feeling unloved, and then wondering why I wasn't happy, wondering why my life wasn't going the way I wanted it to go. It's like I had no idea that there was a connection between what was going on in here and how I felt in here. So happiness is a decision. It's not a feeling. It's not something that just happens. We have to choose happiness. And as far as I'm concerned, we have to choose love too. We have to make a conscious and deliberate choice regarding love. All right, now let's go look at this last slide. This was actually the assignment tonight, talking about the difference between love and need. And we'll talk more about it after the break. But the definition of love that I'm using here is a great caring or interest in something or someone. And whereas need is a thing that is necessary, wanted, or required. Now, if I get into a relationship with somebody because I think I need them to be happy, to feel complete, to feel whole, to feel lovable, to feel valuable, to feel worthy, if I think I need somebody else to feel that way, then I'm getting into that relationship for probably not the right reason. When I go into a situation where I need something from somebody, let's look at the obvious problem. Let's say they don't give me that thing that I think I need from them. Sometimes we have expectations, and when those expectations are not met, we feel resentful, We feel disappointed. We feel rejected. And who do we blame for that? Who do I blame? I blame the other person. I was expecting you to make me feel better. I need you in my life so I can feel valuable, so I can feel worthy, so I can feel lovable, because I don't know how to love myself. But that puts a lot of pressure on the other person. Now all of a sudden, they got to take care of me. They have to caretake me emotionally. And that's a lot of responsibility. I've been in relationships where people have wanted me to caretake them, and I've been in a lot of relationships where I wanted the other person to tell me that I was okay, because I didn't believe I was okay. I wanted the other person to tell me I was lovable, because I didn't love myself. And that puts a lot of pressure on the relationship, puts a lot of pressure on the other person.